go for the tip-off, and it's Connecticut ball to start.
How exciting is this moment right now? Just like seeing basketball in our own country.
Home in the tempo colors. We have our first foul.
Brittany Griner is going to be a tall order all.
Here, Connecticut, of course, also wanting to find their players, and Griner will deliver the first bucket of the game.
Well, she sat down.
Another Valkyrie's enjoying a lot of success in that first season.
And that's what the Tempo are hoping to do as well, right? So now that you have a player who's been there, done that, that's always an advantage on your roster. We're going to see high intensity on defense, and it's those players that make the extra play that really stand out at this time.
Held coming through, and Kia Nurse puts it up.
Knocks it out is how good she is as a spot-up shooter. So if she can find that niche on this team for this roster, that'd be great.
Still on the attack, another three rolls out. Crowd getting in on this, try to quiet down the Sun. Burke, but a great rebound from Griner. She'll go again for a third attempt. And that's the home court advantage you want, of course, the fans getting into it. But that won't do, as of course,
To have on your roster.
free throw is good.
Mention team, you got to have players want to come and play for that coach. And honestly, I was very surprised that Seal.
2 for 2 at the line for the Tempo, trailing by 1. A nice play for the cut and in.
Defense trying to cause deflections. So you like what they're starting to build as well.
Second season from Rashid Meziani is held with the drive and once. Nurse calling for Fag Benlay. But she looks to drive it. Foul.
And that's a good attack.
From Fag Benlay. Fag Benlay. Oh, what a steal. Connecticut heads down the other way. Pass out. Burke from three. Playing on their own court. Fadeaway shot. Rolls out. Great rebound. Looking for space. Draws the foul.
I actually text my dad and I'm like, do you know how many WNBA games you're going to go to this year?
Get ready. And your dad is here tonight as well.
Yeah.
And I understand they're now up to 5 team fouls. Goes through quite a rebuild last season.
Yeah.
They lost so many key pieces.
Competitive very quickly.
And we won't see Marina Mabry on the floor today. She is out of the lineup. Nice play to the inside, but in the own right now. Nice three, rolls out once more. Another bow for it. That was Tioni Key with the attempt, but
on the defensive rebounding side is going to be really important for them.
Great bounce pass for Ledger Walker, who got it back, but the time expired. Charlize Ledger Walker.
UCLA grads on the floor right now?
That's pretty special. A nice step back jumper again rolls out.
Did you hear that crowd though? Just for that get hurt or you're banged up in practice and you wouldn't be able to kind of have the quality of practice and run that you wanted.
Expansion already rolling out for a number of cities in the next 4 years. It's bounce pass. Solid guard, just 5 seconds remaining. And a good bucket. A big one as well. We're more than 4 minutes ago. The Sun going to respond quick. Nice floater.
So as well as they're doing on defense, it is when you're not converting on offense, so being able to settle down and run a play for a set gets you a good look. There you go.
And there you have it, crossing the double correlation. But I like that, right? It just shows you can stack talent and get that influence in a
year of her career. So
yeah, there's that too.
The Tempo did well here. Let's keep that streak alive.
You did check into the game. So I talked about a very quick change of players in this.
Is there something like that? So
he with some good communication, a bounce pass out and making her presence known. Balogun and just discipline needed.
Well, that's the truth, right? A lot of these players haven't necessarily played at this level. We just are different. There's just so many things that can be different. This is a very, very high performance league.
Held with the three.
I like
over the crowd. Why not when you keep draining those?
Steal.
Great steal to get the tempo, picking up the pace. Draws the foul. Toronto now 2 for 3.
Well, I think when you talk about a new franchise and you talk about building something, defense is effort. You don't have to be the most athletic. You don't have to be the
Look at that! The most so far in this preseason game. Out of the baseline.
in that 4 position based on speed.
Inbound, held, looking to get it back. With experience and unrivaled, so lots of great play experience as Neepkins.
Boards, they're going to have to maybe rebound by committee a little bit.
That was Reagan Beers, but a 3 again from Held! In the Tempo Bordeaux, that's the color, along with Borealis Blue. A nice play.
How fancy do those colors?
And that was Balogun. Neepkins with a 3, great rebound for the Sun. Rice. Guarding it, Edwards still makes it count.
Yeah. I really like how she's played so far this first half, or when you're looking for a backup forward.
She's played internationally since 2012 when she first...
And again, that's that international experience. So when they come to the WNBA, they may be rookies on paper, but they are not rookies in experience.
Edwards off the glass. Now Griner with an easy rebound. Jumper.
Really good for Connecticut. She pushes the tempo. She gives them another electric guard.
And now in transition, makes that one count as well. She had been dealt to the wings last season, last August of that, so she's versatile. Rice puts it up! And that time did. Edwards at the line.
They've got Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Edwards, Sanaya Rivers. That's a solid core to build around. You're going to have good defense. Edwards and Brittany Griner is going to clog up the paint and be a great rim protector. So if you can have some athleticism out of those guards.
Splash! Bounces out, Edwards up to Rivers.
I love that. The shot looks just like her sister's.
Diamond Miller. Nice play, quick.
Like, what are we doing here? And she was like, yeah.
She's like, yes, I am.
Going to visit Indiana, where Kurt Miller with the Wings was at the time, and that made sense to me. I think she took a visit.
Rivers. Guarded by Mabry. Finds some space. Corner 3. Sinks it.
Rivers a great tempo defense.
Rachi calling for the screen from Fag Benley. Burke stays with her. Oh, he rolls in. Calling for the screen from Key. She'll take it to the inside again. Keep at it. They take over the lead. Rachi. Over this time, a big 3.
To be Canada's team, like we talked about, I mean, those are just 2 cities in our country that are really also hungry for women's basketball and have a great grasp. Here, and I think about what it would take to guard Brittany Griner in the post. And there's a reason.
I mean, that just goes to show, right? 10-time WNBA All-Star, and that. Well, over her career, she averages 16.8 points per game. And Rachi at the line, good for the temp. And another for number 9.
The second half, but she's definitely made her presence known in the first. When they called her name out for warm-ups.
Yeah.
This building cheered like she bring a franchise to Canada. Being able to see some of these players that, you know, young girls have watched.
Nice. Hands with the tempo with the steal. Rachi puts it up, looking for the buzzer beater. Can't get fortunate result of some what was friendly contact.
Yeah, you never like to see that.
Held, you're looking to start strong with a triple.
East is a big conference. They've got a lot of big centers, and they got some guards that play big. You can talk about a Brianna Stewart. She may be 6'4".
Griner. Diamond Miller as well, back out for the Sun. Been a great preseason effort, but Edwards again adding to her. 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Rice with the drive. Benley with the offensive rebound. Got a baseline jumper, rolls out.
And there's Aaliyah Edwards on the boards again.
Burke making room for herself. Pass held, and it falls. There's Kaita. Over for Rice. Rice with all the space. Takes the lane and the layup.
And that's what you like. Sanaya Rivers is not typically a three-point shooter, so you want to...
Oh, wraparound pass. Benley with a 2. Final preseason game. Take on the Lynx. And, of course, return here for the big home opener May 8th.
I'm so excited.
Set feet, and it's good for 3. Burke. Been working well with Griner. Griner in the low post. She had a clean look. Ledger Walker.
In the building when she misses a shot.
Bounce pass for Edwards. And her feet set. As in comes Kia Nurse. She'll make a layup instead. Yanisa Morrow is also now on the floor. That was Burke. Play by Ledger Walker out beyond the arc.
That's a heads-up play by Ledger Walker. She got 2.
And she drives. Strong guarding from Kia Nurse. And a good Ledger Walker.
Ledger Walker's also a super solid point guard. They really like moving screens today. That is the...
Just out of the lineup. Ooh, she's itching to get going too. She's already a star in Toronto. Done. We're in the final minute here of the third quarter. Christy Wallace with energy. Balagoon. Balagoon for Mabry. Over to Wallace for the corner 3. Knocks it down.
And again, that is where they're at their best.
To the perimeter. Kaita gonna make the play. Sends it across, still finds Nurse. She's waiting for the screen from Kia. Good steal from Nelson Odota, and she's a step ahead as well. A good play for the Sun for 2. And 4 away inside, they find it and cash in. Bounce pass, taken around, Nurse can't finish. Morrow takes it end to end. Mike held. Big pass over for Yaskaida as 3 Sun close in, and it's still a good. Tries for a big triple. There's 5 points separating Tempo and Sun. How they close out.
We talked a lot about their defense in the first half and how that was converting into offense. They've gone a little bit away from deflections. Again, you've got some players in the game.
Sun here in preseason. Ledger Walker throws it over. Neekins drains it.
And gives off a couple extra looks so she can get comfortable.
Ooh, Mabry with some good moves. Another quarter 3 that time. Make it count for Lex. Second training camp with the Sun. Gonna crack the roster. A little closer this time. Mid-range shot for Ray. Body through that space as well.
Yeah, she has a very creative way to finish. She has a lot of body control, which gives her the ability to
nice bounce pass. Ledger Walker.
And you see Sandy, she's like, am I supposed to be worried? It's preseason. Should I be worried? What are we doing here?
She's in game mode as well. Ledger Walker. Home, the Milton Sun Arena.
Another good test, right? You get a piece of Collier, another mobile big.
Ooh, a long 3. Oh my. Only for offenses, the Connecticut Sun have the lead now. 9 straight points for Connecticut without an answer from the Years for Neepkins. Morrow over now for Hayes. Ledger Walker. Carry it in. Bennett, can the Tempo make this push and respond? Not with a steal like that. And it's all open court. Calling for held. A look for 3. Oh my! Crowd creating some noise. Effective there. Miss by. Checked out is Beers. Neepkins, another miss. still within 3.
Ledger Walker's been in high pressure situations before.
Oh, made it look easy. 14 seconds as well remaining on the game clock. Yuskaida. Rolls in. Up. Pulls within 2. Her 1 of 2. Makes that one. Ooh, what a test for this. Morrow up to 19 points.
Yeah, she's had a great evening.
Now 20. Player had more than 4 rebounds in this game. And it's good. Do for the first ever preseason game for the Toronto Tempo. They fall to the Connecticut Sun, 83. Pia Nurse with the 3 for the first Tempo points, and then holding a lead, Tamika, for the bulk of this game.
Yeah, the Tempo should be really proud of what